Today we are making a DIY beauty advent calendar. This is a great way to get crafty this holiday season and to give something really special to a friend. Hey there, I'm Sarah, you're watching Creative Ramblings. Today we are getting crafty for the holiday season and I am putting together a DIY beauty advent calendar. Beauty advent calendars are everywhere. I feel like every brand and every store has something available in all different price ranges with all different types of projects or products. I thought it would be really fun to make my own. And I'm making one for my teenage daughter, and I really wanted to curate some products that I knew she would like without breaking the bank. So let's go over what you need to make this beauty advent calendar. I'm going to use my Cricut Maker 3 and Cricut Design Space. Now you could do this with most other machines. You just need a machine that handles either a scoring wheel or a scoring stylus and the fine point blade. If you do it with something smaller like the Joy Extra, your boxes are just going to be a little bit smaller because the cutting size is smaller. Or you could make this really big if you were using the Venture. I'm also going to be using some really pretty cardstock. I love these from Michaels. They come out with some beautiful papers for every season and every holiday out there, and they're usually on sale. So this is a whole bunch of festive cardstock, and I got all the cool patterns, and then on the very last page is a page of numbers. So I can use this to number all of our boxes that we're making. And then, of course, I need stuff to put in the advent calendar. And I actually went to Five Below and picked up kind of some body care items. So we've got some lotions, some sprays, I've got some face masks, a little hand sanitizer, some lip gloss, some oil blotting sheets. So I grabbed some things that I knew she would really like, but don't have a lot of harsh skincare chemicals in them that aren't appropriate for a teenager. So I've got my stuff, I've got my paper, my Cricut is ready to go. So let me take you over to Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how to start creating these boxes. So here I am in Cricut Design Space and I have my Maker 3 connected up on the top here. Now I have Cricut Access, which means when I go into images, I have just a ton of options and a lot of them have this little A up on the top here. There is a Cricut Access does cost about $10 a month. There are options for free boxes. So if I click this little filter up here, I can click on free and then just type in box. And there are other options you can get from here. So you can definitely do this without access. So Cricut gives us just a lot of different options for boxes. Now, all of my boxes are roughly 4 inches by 4 inches square, just slightly smaller than that. So I needed to make my boxes in 2 pieces. So I chose this one here that has a bottom and a top. If I were to make this all one, like a box like this here, it wouldn't fit on my 12 by 12 card mat. So I am going to use this one right here, and I did size it so they'll all be the same. I think when I brought this box in, it was a little bit smaller, but when you're resizing a box, make sure you grab everything and size or pull it all together so you get the right proportions. When you're using a box that comes in Design Space in that images, it's going to have all the score lines and all the cut lines already ready for you. So I'm good with this. I am going to head and click Make, and it's separated into 2 mats. You can see how it just fits on my card mat there just perfectly. So I've got the first sheet and the second sheet here. And I am using that cardstock and that beautiful Michaels paper pack we had. And from here, Design Space just tells us what to do. So I need to load that scoring wheel first. I can score everything, and then it'll tell me when to switch over to the fine point blade. The scoring wheel fits in the same clamp as the fine point blade, so you take out the blade, you put in the wheel. Now you can also use a scoring stylus. You just have to change that in Cricut Design Space where the tools are, and then the stylus will fit in the other clamp. They both do the same thing. I find the wheel leaves a little bit better of a score mark than the stylus. The software prompted me to then take the scoring wheel out and put the fine point blade back in. Don't eject your mat, leave it right in there, and then you're just gonna hit that play button to start up the cutting. After all the paper is cut and scored, this is what we end up with. We have a bottom of the box, a top, and then one number per box. And the beauty of having these all scored for us is that they are really easy to fold along the score lines. And I have two types of adhesive for this project. I really like the tape runner for the boxes because it is an instant hold and I don't have to hold it together like with glue. And then on the top of each box, we just glue one of the numbers. You can still use the tape roller for this, but I don't mind using glue for this one. One box down, I am doing a 12-day beauty advent calendar, so I just need to do 11 more of these. Thankfully, that cardstock pack that I got from Michael's has 2 pieces of each pattern of paper, and that's what you need to make these about 4x4 boxes. 12 boxes done. I love how the paper coordinates together, and each of these boxes are ready to be filled. There's a lot of different ways you can fill these boxes. I happen to have a bunch of this left over from a gift I got, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in each bin. You can also do tissue paper or whatever you need to wrap the gifts. And then we get to fill it. So all of our boxes are ready to go, and now we need something to put them in. So ideally, if you have a shoe box or a shipping box left over, you can kind of nestle them in that, but I don't have anything exactly the right size, so I'm going to use some cardboard to create a box. I just grabbed some wrapping paper and I am going to wrap these side pieces so that they look a little bit nicer. So I've got a box done, and now I just need to add the little gift boxes. I did size this so everything would be a little bit snug so that if I wanted to stand this up when I'm done, they're not going to fall out. There we have it, a DIY beauty advent calendar. This was a fun thing to make. Cricut made it really easy by having the boxes in Design Space, already having the coordinating paper coming from that pack, and then I got to pick out 12 really cool items to put in here. So I am going to give this to my daughter at the beginning of December so she can kind of take one a day and find cute little gifts inside. So I hope you will take this as inspiration and go make your very own DIY beauty advent calendar this holiday season. This would be really fun to give as a gift, or this would be so cool to do with a friend where you each made one for each other and then opened it one day at a time. Like, I think that'd be amazing. If you want to take a look at any of the supplies I used, I have listed them down in the description. If you have any other questions or comments on this project, let me know down in the comments section. I would love to chat with you. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm here every week with new videos helping you move forward in your creative journey. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.